Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday the 15th of September. We've got new mods, we've got some updates. We've come to the end of another week. There's a new map out as well today, but I won't be going to the map tour of that till tomorrow morning. Little Mountain Country by ls.pics.by.paul. That's got 14 required mods with it. Anyway, updates for today. The map La Colonia by Shaba. That doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. The Parade pack by Universe Simu Modding. The Matra CPF66 by Agri Design Modding. The Multifunction Bucket pack by Agri Design Modding. Auto Load Bale Trailer pack by Weekend Farmers T4XS have all had updates. We have got the Garage with Storage by Neyluu, 8.05 megabytes download, 7 slots on console, 46,500 to buy. You'll find it. Build mode, sheds, just there. Slot count will come down from 7 to 1. When we choose this, we do have the option, if you look to the left on the D-pad, right on the D-pad, we can change the colour and we can scroll through various different colours for all the metalwork on that, if you should choose. We've got 2 side doors here. Each separate section has got its own light switch. This one's a double door opener, that one's a slider. This side. Light switch, where we are, lights on or off. And then this one's got its own light switch just around the corner there. So rather than one controlling everything. And we've got a sliding door into the main section, which is a drive-through if you want it to be. Now this one's got a light switch this side, which does exterior lights. If we do lights on, it puts that light on. Is there one this side as well? Oh no, there must be a separate light switch. There we go. Lights on, there you go. Exterior lights. And then this side is the interior light switch. So we've got 2 light switches for the outside, 1 for the inside here. We come around to this side of it. So it's kind of in a... well, it's not... well, yeah, it's a T-shape, isn't it? Yeah. We've got a triple garage. Each of the doors opens and the light switch is at this end for the triple garage. I left it on, but there's your light switch on or off. That's the Garage with Storage by Neyluu. Next to that we've got the PostGerman barn by, is it Walor? I think it is. 14.75 megabytes download, 21 slots on console, 50,000 to buy. Detailing, weathering on this, impeccable. I mean, it looks like weathered brickwork. We've had a few of these recently. I do like these ones that have like the aeration bricks with the gaps to allow air to circulate through. So if you're storing bales and things like that in them. Very nice indeed. Also under build mode, also under sheds, right next to the other one. Slot count will come down from 21 to 1. There's no lighting in this one, but as you can see, double door this side, drive through to this side. We do have a ladder that takes up to a hayloft of sorts, but because of the beams, when you get up to the top, you have to crouch down to get past the beams, he says. Not being able to get past the beams. This worked a minute ago. There we go. We do have some doors that you can open at the front, so if you want to put bales in or out from up here, you can, but they do open. Find our way back to the ladder. There we go. And down again. And then these 2 doors that open to the outside aren't drive-through, but they just take you into the lower section for smaller vehicles. That's the PostGerman barn by Walor. Next, we've got this. The 450 kilogram weight by ls.pics.by.paul and FS22 631. 3.22 megabytes download, 1 slot on console. Underweights. Second one in from the end. 1 slot anyway, so it stays at 1. 825 to buy. You've got the link balls on the side, so yes or no, you can have those on or off. Main colour does the main framework. Design colour does the concrete, the block section in the middle. Like that. Fairly straightforward on that. Right, there we go. Lower weight, lift weight. Have we got no, we've got no option to it manually, so it's lower or lift. And that's it for that. Let's drop that off. That's the 450 kilogram weight by ls.pics.by.paul, FS22 631. Actually, I'll turn that off. Next up, then we've got this. This is the Laylee Splendimo pack by Gamingflo, 12.48 megabytes download. We've got the 320 FC and the 900 MC. For the FC, 3.2 meters wide, 3 slots. You'll find these under mowers, as you will for the next mod as well, but these have no options on them at all. The slot count will come down for the front one from 3 to 1. The rear mower is 4 slots, 9 meters wide. Again, no options. Slot count will come down to 1. Now these hook up as, I say, a regular set of single mower and rear butterfly, however you want to refer to those. One on the front, rear on the back, or if you've got a I mean, it doesn't matter with this one, because even if you've got a tractor that you can change direction in, change driving direction in, it still sets up like this. So hop in. Unfold. Unfold. Turn on the back ones, we'll see under there. Front, can't quite see under. You can just see through the gap there at the front. These don't swath or anything like that. There you go. So combined 9 meter cut. The Laylee Splendimo pack by Gamingflo. Hugging the ground very nicely. Doing a cracking job with the mowing. Pack that one away. Next, we've got this. I've got that out as well, which I'll show you in a moment, and I'll explain why. This is the Novacat X8ED by Lucas Plays TV. 10.47 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, 8.4 meters wide. This again has no options. So you find it on the mowers. Slot count will come down from 5 to 1. Now, difference with this is this one you can hook onto the back, and you can run it with a front mower, as you can like that, in a front. What's the best way of putting it? It's not really standard, but one at the front, butterfly at the back. But this one also has a 3-point link attachment this side, which does allow you to do a triple mower setup, which means you can attach a front mower on with this as well and run it as a triple setup. I mean, you can run it on a front 3-point, which I have done in the past. So you can run it on the front, and then you can run a windrower or a tedder or something on the back all at the same time if you want to. What you're supposed to do is set up as a triple mower setup and run it on the rear, and have a tractor that has changed driving direction, because the rear 3-point link can take far more weight. You could still then put something on the other one, you're just driving in the other direction, so whichever way around you want to do it. But like I say, no options on this, so if you want to run it in this configuration, I would hook it up this way round with the flat section here facing forwards, because that's the direction it's going to mow, and everything's going to come out the back on the flappy section, if that's how you want to refer to it. Nice smooth unfold. You turn it on, you drop it down, and it will do your mowing. All very lovely. Now, if you want to run it the other way around, now that one that I've got over there is just a standard in-game front mower. So if I drop that off, and what I do this time is come around the other side. Now I should really stick it on the back. That way round, and then I attach this one on there. So you notice, like I said before, my flat section is facing the direction of travel, as is that. So my direction of travel is going to be that way. Hop in there, change driving direction on my tractor. So if you've got a tractor that allows that. Then unfold that one. unfold that one. So again, if I wanted to, I could then run something on the 3-point link this side and do one pass of whatever I'm doing. Happy, happy days. So that's the Novacat X8ED by Lucas Plays TV. Excellent. Next we have got, we've got the Lizard Comax by JmGarcia, 21.55 megabytes download. We've got 13 slots and 11 slots. There are two. There's a 20 meter. There's a 10 which is 11.4 meter. I think I've got a 20 and a 10 here, but each one of these has 3 options. So we can either have it as a mulcher. You see the ribbing goes lengthwise. So mulcher, you can have it as a roller, field roller. The ribbing goes round rather than along. And then we've got a grass roller, which I've got one over there. So you can do all 3 in one. We've had different ones of these before, but this is the Comax version of this by JmGarcia. You will find these, I think they initially start under rollers. There we go. So the Comax 20, 120 grand. Slot count of 13 comes down to 1. 300 horsepower required. The options are the same on both, and then we've got the Comax 10, which is 11.4 meters, 180 horsepower required. Slot count also comes down to 1. So I'll show you on one of them. So we've got grass roller, smooth, field roller, ribbing going round, mulcher roller, ribbing going along. We've got the option of BKT, Michelin, Trelleborg, Vredestein, back to BKT. And the BKT we have got those 2. Under Michelin we have got those 3. Trelleborg, those 3. Vredestein, those 4. And then back to BKT again. Chassis colour, we've got quite a few different options here through satins and glosses and various things like that. Let's go for, I don't know, that for example. Where's the satin one right at the very top? There you go. So I've got a metallic-y satin if you want to go for that. Colour of the rollers, I went for a metallic. There is a silver down here, but again, you can pick any colour you want. I went for new silver, so it looks more metal-y, but you can do whatever you like. Hydraulics, we can change the colour of that. Let's go for something that stands out. Lovely. Rim colour, again, anything on that palette. They've got license plate option, and jobs are good 'un. So I'll unfold the 20. I did find with these, all 3, driving out, even at low speed, they had a tendency to want to tip. They do like to tip over. But mulching out to 20 meters, pretty good. Not too expensive either. There you go. 9 mile an hour run speed. Nice animation with the dust coming up as well. Gets the job done. So that's in its mulch configuration. Then we go to roller. So the roller can be used to make a smooth seed bed before seeding. Depends if you want to go immersive, you can. Or if you want to get your 5% bonus once you've done your seeding, your planting, however you refer to it, you can then roll. If your field will say needs rolling, you get a 5% bonus for rolling. So it depends which way. So this is the 11.4, not the 20. you go. Again, nice dusty animation. 11.4 meters. Field roller. All is good. Nice bit of flexibility on that. You can see that moving across the field as well. So if you've got any kind of movement on the ground, it's going to allow for it. You shouldn't miss any spots. And it feels, oh, that sounds weird, it feels heavy. Some of these modded ones, when you turn, they have a tendency to slide a bit, but this seems very planted. And then we've got the grass roller. So the grass roller is designed for, if you've cut your grass, and you've got a grass field, not necessarily meadow field, but if you've planted grass, when you cut the grass, it goes back to one fertilising state. So it'll always be on one fertilising state. And then you can fertilise it to whatever you want. But with the grass roller, you're conditioning kind of the ground, the grass is already there. So what should happen is when I go over this, it will give me the second fertilising state, and it doesn't cost you anything. You're not paying for fertiliser, you're not putting manure, you're not using any product or anything. I should have cut a wider thing here, but it's alright. It shouldn't need turning on either, it literally just rolls. Drop it down. As we go forward, you'll see it's darker. There you go. So we're now getting our second fertilising state. And you have to be careful with this, because as you can see, the grass that hasn't been cut, it will take that back to its first growth stage. So be careful if there's bits you haven't cut around the edges of the field or stuff you still want to cut. You might want to wait until it's all done and then come across with the roller, because it will take stuff out. But there you go. We've gone from our one fertilising state to our second. That should now be saying fertilised 100%, bottom right. Other than buying the roller itself, hasn't cost me a penny. All good. That's the Lizard Comax by JmGarcia. Moving on. We've got this, and this is representative of the HSK series pack. 37.4 megabytes downloaded. This by Nasif Modding, AJ3D, Erik, Isac, Agro mods. There are 5 in this pack. We've got the ls.1620, ls.1632, ls.1634, ls.1938 and the Atron. Each one is 21 slots, and the options are pretty much the same on all of them. The difference is horsepowers. Horsepowers is the difference. So if we go to our vehicles and trucks, now these are in a peculiar order here, and I've written them down in this order because that's how it works out with horsepower. So the 1620 is 211 up to 261 horsepower. Then the 1632 is 320 horsepower only. There's no options to change on that. Then the 1634 will go from 340 to 360, so we're going up the horsepower band. Then the LS 1938 is 380 horsepower only, so fixed. And then we move up to the Atron, which goes from 340 to 460. So you see the horsepower ranges goes up as we go through them. And like I say, the options are pretty much the same until we get to, I think it was the 1938 and the Atron. Let me just check on the 1634. Oh no, hang on. No. Right, so the 1620 and the 1632 only have this axle option. So twin axle. That one and that one have a twin axle option. Then we go to the 1634, the 1938 and the Atron, and we've got the option for a 4x2, 6x2, 6x4. 6x2 being that you've got 6 with the driving wheels and you've got a rear axle that come down. 6x4 is down already all the time. The 1938 only has a 4x2 and 6x2, doesn't have the one that's down all the time, and I think the Atron has all 3 again as well, 4x2, 6x2, 6x4, yeah. So I'll show you all the rest of the options on this. Like I say, the engine horsepower options just vary, that's all on them, and they go up in that order, so it depends what you want to go for. This one goes up to the highest horsepower, but you might pick a different one. Other than that, everything is exactly the same. So all these other options I'm going to show you, they are exactly the same. So we've got on this one, we've got 340 and 460 horsepower. biggest it will go to. We've got a front grille option. Actually, I'm going to change the front grille colour so you can see it a bit better. I want front grille. I'm going to put that on silver so you can see. There you go. You can see a bit better. And now we'll change our options because it was black. You couldn't really see. So front grille. We've got design 1, design 2, 3. Oh no, the time's only got 1 and 2. Ah, right. Okay, I better show the one of the other ones as well then, because on this one, there we go. Right. So front grille on all the other ones, apart from the Atron, has 4 options. Design 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Atron doesn't, so typical. Let's go back to the Atron, or the Atron, however you want to refer to it. So after our grille design, we've then got wheel design. So all of them are exactly the same on all of the models. We've got we've got hubcaps, which is rear, hubcaps with air, rear. Then you've got hubcaps 2, hubcaps with air 2. Now that'll be the same if I've gone for the 4x2, 6x2, 6x4. That's the same in all of them. Then you've got radio antenna, no, left, right, both. Back off. You've got latches around the door handles. You've got plastic. You've got primary colour of the vehicle, or you've got chromed and off. Fuel tank, the straps around the fuel tank, you've got plastic. You've got primary colour, or you've got chromed. I'll go with primary colour so you can see them. On the back, decoration lanterns. Puts a light bar across the back, or a series of lights. So you've got yellow, red, green, blue, off. I think I went for green on the one I've got. Then we've got airfoil. Rear sections, or both, or off. Frontal suspension, yes or no. If you go for the air suspension, you can raise and lower that front axle, so you drop the whole front down, again, if you want to. Then stair lights, we've got no. We've got orange, orange 2, orange 3, red, red 2, red 3, back off. Oh no, sorry, white, white 2, white 3. We'll go with red 3 because it sounds like an X-Wing. Then we've got main colour. Anything on this palette here. As you can see, the strapping around the tank as well. Front grille, we've already seen. You can change the colour of that. Design colour, that does, I think that's around the lights. There you go. Design colour around the lights. Then fender is on the back, so whatever fenders you've got on the back, you can change the colour. You can have it primary, you can have it metallic, so you can mix and match however you want to do it on the rear fenders. Then you've got rim colour. We've got a grey, a black, a silver, stainless or chrome, depending how shiny or chromy, or if you want to just go black and right out, you can. Like I say, all those options are exactly the same on all of the vehicles. Let's hop in, start it up. The horn's interesting. Oh, yeah. Lights. There's no beacon. L1, an open cover, will do the front axle if you've got the front axle to raise and lower. If you haven't chosen that option, that won't do anything. Then depending on which option you've gone for, if you've got rear axle, you can lower or raise the rear axle. Like that. And then we've got from in-cab, L1 and right stick side to side, we can adjust. I've already adjusted the mirror, so I kind of got them to a position where I can see down the side of the vehicle. L1 and right stick side to side does that mirror, and to that side, R1 and right stick side to side does that mirror. Again, I have adjusted it already, so it's kind of alongside the level of the lorry, so we can see behind us where we're going. Interior nice and tidy. Lights on, come on the dash as well. So we go up to 74 miles an hour. Put the lights on so you can see the green on there. That's what I went for, the green. This doesn't have a strange, quirky, crazy, La Cucaracha, rear reverse alarm or anything like that. Standard. And there we go. As you see, I went for the stair lights as well. And that's it. That's the HSK series by Nasif Modding, AJ3D, Erik, Isaac Agro mods. Next. The next two mods are by the same modders. We've got King Implementos Megga 11800, which is this here. 11.73 megabytes download, 6 slots on console, 4.9 meters wide. This is another one that has no options. This you will find under plows. And once you've bought it, the slot count will come down from 6 to 1. It's by King Implementos and Connect Modding. And then over there, which we're going to get to in a moment, just over there, kind of turquoisey looking one, we've got the King Implementos Roto Faca Drax 9000. 16.09 megabytes download, 9 slots on console, 9 meters wide. Again, no options, slot count will come down to 1. That one is a mulcher, which that's where you'll find it, under mulchers. So this one is a heavy duty plough. It's got the kind of levelling sections on it, but that's what it does. I say plough, I mean, it says it's a plough, it's under ploughs, but I'm not sure if it gives a cultivating texture. I'll show you. I wasn't going to show you because I've just said where it is, but there you go, it is under ploughs. We're about to see, aren't we? I haven't tried it yet. And then the other one is under, right next door, mulchers. There you go, the Rolo Faca Drax 9000. Prices are pretty good as well. 25 grand, only 150 horsepower required for a 9 meter. So, let's start this up. We're about to see. Drop it down. Oh, there you go. So it's cultivating, not ploughing. It does say in the description for this, where are we? The Megga leveler is used directly on the soil without the use of rakes and the like, so the soil remains level with micro unevenness, lumps, contour lines and bumps are eliminated. In this way, the performance of planting and harvesting machines is significantly increased and the yield per hectare is increased. Obviously in-game it won't make that difference, but still a little bit bumpy, as you can see. Now let's see if it brings up stones on this side. It does allow you to create fields. Yeah, it does, look. And let's allow create fields. So it's not giving you a ploughed texture, but it is operating much like a plough. That's the King Implementos Megga 11800. Which brings me on to the last of the mods for today, Friday the 15th of September, the Roto Faca Drax 9000. These are both of them really nicely detailed. The colouring on this it's stunning, isn't it? I mean, it's fantastic colour. I love that on the rollers. So, unfold it. Away we go. Oh, hang on. I apologise. Now away we go. Lower it down. And we're good. 11 miles an hour. Again, following the contours of the ground nicely. A bit of flex in it, which will allow for uneven ground. I'm liking all the animations still. The dust animation. I don't know if it's just something I'm just noticing more or something, but there you go. It's doing that mulchy thing. And that's it for the mods for Friday the 15th of September. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.